You are not lazy, you are not unmotivated, you are simply caught in the most powerful trap your brain ever created, which is procrastination. And the shocking part is that it has nothing to do with time management. It is simply a battle between two parts of your brain. And I'm going to be breaking everything down in this video. So in this video, I'm going to be explaining to you the reasons why you will never beat procrastination. And also, I'm going to be sharing with you the science that will actually help you to beat it forever. Now, what really happens when you say, I will do it later? Let's break it down together. When you say, I will do it later, what people don't understand is that you are not avoiding the work itself, but you are avoiding the emotions that you are feeling towards the work. And this is what psychology calls emotion regulation failure. You are avoiding the emotion that you will feel while you want to do the work. And this actually happens simply because of several reasons. It could be fear of failure, it could be that the work is so overwhelming, and it could be fear of success. It could be that you are bored of the task itself. What actually happens at that point is that you are avoiding the feeling that comes with doing the task, not the work itself. So how can we actually solve this particular problem, which I'll be breaking that down. But before I break that down, I would like to show you what actually goes on in the brain when you procrastinate. There are two battles that goes on between two parts of your brain that actually makes you procrastinate. And the first one is the limbic system. The second one is the prefrontal cortex. Now, let me just analyze the battle. Limbic system has to do with emotion. It is the limbic system that tells you, oh, let's just do it later. This thing is too much. I don't think I can do this. It's too much. Oh, what if I fail? Oh, what if something happens? The prefrontal cortex is the one that we come and say, oh, you need to study. You need to study and pass this exam, and you need to do it right now. But the fact that the limbic system is more powerful and more older, and it wants immediate gratification, the limbic system doesn't want discomfort in any way, and it protects your brain from discomfort. At that point in time, you will go into something that gives you satisfaction in the short term. That is where you tend to press your phone, you tend to scroll on social media, and you tend to do all sorts of things. You tend to watch movie because the limbic system is protecting you from discomfort, and you want immediate satisfaction at that point, and you go on to do something that gives you joy. Now, the limbic system has overpowered the prefrontal cortex, because the prefrontal cortex is the conscious part of your brain, and it is the one that helps you make good decisions. Now, how can you actually overpower the limbic system in a way that you'll be able to make good decisions and you'll be able to do anything that you need to do at any point in time? Let me share a particular experience had with tasks. In fact, it happened to me yesterday. I wanted to shoot this video, but then I had the script with me already. Now, the script was so voluminous because I've researched. Even while researching, I still put it off because I had the title already. Then I start thinking, then that part of my brain, which is the limbic system, start thinking that this thing is too complex. Why would you just do this? Let's just go and sleep and just scroll on social media. But the other part of my brain, which is the prefrontal cortex, comes in and say, oh, you have to post a video this week. Of course, you need to post a video this week, and we need to get views and make money. Then, due to the fact that I've had the experience and I know this knowledge, I was able to overpower my limbic system, and I will show you how to do that perfectly. So it happens to everybody, but it's just how well you've actually trained your brain and rewire your brain to overpower your limbic system, which I'll be teaching you right now. So apart from even making videos, it happens to me when I want to study. And I could remember in school then, due to the fact that the task is overwhelming and it is too much for me. I would rather want to press my phone. I would rather want to do something else. I would rather want to talk to my friends instead of doing the most important task. And it is the limbic system that is in play. It protects you from discomfort. Any discomfort whatsoever, the limbic system will always overpower the prefrontal cortex. Now, how can you overpower the limbic system? That is what we'll be explaining right now. One powerful way you can overcome the limbic system, due to the fact that the limbic system has to do with emotion, you have to lower the barrier of the emotions that you will be feeling. And there are different ways you can do this. You have to have an image of the task in such a way that it looks small at the beginning, because you tend to procrastinate at times when the task is overwhelming. So if you can reduce the task in such a way that it looks small, and once it looks small to you, it will be very easy for you to act, and you won't want to just leave it and go and do something else. So one thing I do is that if I want to study, I just tell myself, let me just read a particular line and we are done. I just want to spend 2 minutes and do. So once I go into the task and I just spend 2 minutes, 2 minutes will turn to 5 minutes, 5 minutes will turn to 10 minutes, 10 minutes will turn to 20 minutes. Because at that point, I'm already having an excitement, I'm in a flow state already. So when you want to start the task, don't think about how overwhelming the task is. Just tell yourself you want to do this for a very short time, and I just want to read a page of my textbook. And if you do that, it will help you lower the emotional barrier and you won't want to procrastinate. And also, in fact, I've been able to apply this in several areas of my life, which is making videos and researching about videos, especially making video after I've scripted and I want to film the video and make the video. Then I'll just tell myself, oh, let me just film the hook. Because due to the fact, because I've already scripted it, and the script at times is so bulky because I've written, I'll be like, how will I just say all this now? But if I start thinking about how overwhelming the task is, I will not do it. But if I just tell myself, let me just film the hook. So once I film the hook, from there, flow started coming in. So let me just film the next one. Let me just film the next line. And with that, I am done with the video. And once it gets to a point, I'll be in the flow state and I'll just discover that I'm done. So lower the emotional barrier of any task. That is how you can actually overcome the limbic system and make your prefrontal cortex makes decision. Another way is to interrupt the limbic system. You can interrupt the limbic system by reminding yourself the cost of delay. Now, if you have an assignment or you have to study for an exam, you can keep reminding yourself the costs of you delaying the task. Oh, if I don't do this now, I will fail my exam and I will lose marks. So because of that, I need to do this in order for me not to lose marks. So if you keep reminding yourself the cost of delay or the cost of not doing the task, it will actually push you into action. And the only thing that can push you into action, you have to also remind yourself the reward that you will get from doing the task. It will also motivate you to keep on and do the task. That's the only way you can actually interrupt the limbic system, because if you remind yourself of the pleasure that you get when you pass the course, or the pleasure that you get when you finish the task, it will actually push you into action. Your prefrontal cortex will overpower the limbic system. So remind yourself of the cost of delay and remind yourself how good you feel when you finish the task, or how good you feel when you will do the task, study or do anything whatsoever. Another thing that you can do in order for your prefrontal cortex to always overcome your limbic system, in order for you to make decisions, is to reward your action. If you want to start studying and something is overwhelming, just say, oh, by the time I'm done in the next 5 minutes, I'll go and watch my movies. I will go and scroll on TikTok. I'll go and do something else. So if your limbic system is reminded that, oh, there's actually a reward, immediate reward, when you are done with this little task, it will spur you into action. Because most of the time, it is your limbic system that makes you act. So if your limbic system is not signaling any form of immediate gratification at any point in time, you will not be able to do any task. So the idea is you need to trick it into action. You need to trick it into action. And the only way you can trick it into action is that no matter how overwhelming the task is, just tell yourself, you just need to tell yourself, oh, once I'm done, I will do this. So if you have that in mind, you want to finish, and most of the time, you might not end up spending that short time because you've been in the flow state and you keep going. So by the time you are done, if you give yourself that reward, then it makes any task easy for you to do and you'll be able to act at any point in time. Now, the last thing that you need to do in order for your prefrontal cortex to overpower your limbic system, in order for you to act, is that you should create consistent cues. Now, consistent cues in such a way that is more like a ritual. If you want to study, create the environment in a way that it makes it easy for you to act. Set up your table, take your water, take everything you need. If you have everything you need in place, it will be easy for you to act instead of, because, for example, if your book is not with you and you want to do certain things, if you remind yourself that you want to study, but your book is not with you, you don't have the cues around that will actually spur you into action, you will end up not doing anything. So try as much as possible to put everything in place. For example, if I want to film any video, I try as much as possible to set up everything. I have everything in place. So I lower the emotional barrier of preparing to do the task. So it makes me want to do it and finish it very fast. But if you have to think about how you gather so many things together in order for you to start, you will end up not doing it and you rather want to press your phone and do other things. So if you follow all these things, it will actually help you to overcome procrastination forever. So I hope you got so much value from the video. If you did, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. You can also check out this other video on how exactly you can trick your brain into studying for long hours. So thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.